Guys, we have an urgent information coming out when it comes to nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Putin's envoy Dmitriev said Ukrainian forces trapped. New nuclear missile ready. Now, we have also managed to convey the American colleagues information about meeting of Vladimir with the general staff. Now, it says here Putin was informed that 5,000 Ukrainian servicemen were encircled in Kupiansk region, 5,500 kilometers. I'm gonna skip that name there, guys. Also, he was informed about the successful test of a completely new class of Borisnik missiles with a nuclear installation. They are really sending a message here, guys. A strong message. So it says here, and it is very important that this information is directly conveyed to the leadership and key people in the administration of the U.S. commander of the sleeping giant. Alright guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19 number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Thank you again for your support. Your support truly helps out. Thank you so much, guys. So I've been posting videos all day about the new nuclear that was, they test the new nuke, Russia, and something very powerful, unlimited range. All right, and it was in the air for 15 hours. All right, so this thing is very powerful and it could reach us here in the US. All right, so if you guys want to check out the video, the links will be in the comments box. We're gonna go with this next news here. The Bear, Russia paying a visit to Venezuela. Oh boy. The Bear. Seems like the Bear is heading to Venezuela. Let's see what's going on here. Simon Bolivar International Airport hashtag Venezuela. Another appearance of a hashtag Russian Aviacon Zerotrans 276TD into hashtag Venezuela, this time by registration RA78765. One mention in OFAC. Now it says here sanctions reports for smuggling weapons to Venezuela and across Africa. We definitely seen some movement here. And Russia's making a lot of moves, especially with them, very powerful equipment that they just demonstrated. And we got this news that I talked about yesterday. Russia amassing nuclear fleet in Arctic Circle for war with NATO. The Bear is amassing nuclear weapons and attack submarines in the Arctic Circle as it prepares for war with NATO, Norway's defense minister has warned. Oslo had detected increased weapon development on the Barcola Peninsula, where its prized Northern Fleet and part of its nuclear stockpile are based. He also said that Putin was trying to gain full naval control over the Arctic region so that he could block NATO allies' access to two key shipping routes that would help resupply Western forces in wartime. Here's another one. We talked about this yesterday. Share our nuclear with Germany. So you guys see there's a lot of nuke talks going on here. UK defense chief urged talks to share Britain nuclear with Germany. Berlin is already in talk with France on nuclear protection. It's like DEFCON stuff going on here. Alright, so let's see what's going on with this next news. It says here, claim the Bear has encircled Provovsk and Kupiansk Well, we just mentioned this at the very beginning of the video. October 26, 2025, 8:08 a.m. Eastern Time. You have a huge event of report is coming in saying the bear, Russia, the bear has completed the encirclement of Protovsk and Kompryansk and Ukraine. 31 Ukraine battalions are said to be isolated in a war-defining moment. These claims are disputed, but the sheer volume of reports making the claim is overwhelming. The center troop group has completed the encirclement of the armed forces of Ukraine in the area of, I'm going to skip that name there, guys, from the report of the chief of the general staff of the Russian armed forces, Valery, to the president. Now it says here you have the Russia's chief of the general staff reports on successes on the battlefield. Now I'm just going to highlight it. Bear in mind, this is breaking news, and multiple media sources claims to this to be 100% accurate, and I do believe it's accurate. I do believe it's accurate because you have, give me a second here. Give me a second. So Putin envoy Dmitriev said that Ukrainian forces trapped new nuclear missile ready. So yeah, it seems like it's accurate. This is the one right here. Putin was informed. All right, the commander was the Russian president was informed that 5,000 Ukrainian servicemen were encircled in Kompryansk region, about 5,500 kilometers. And I'm gonna skip that name there. So yeah, it seems like it's the real deal. Like Donald told Zelensky, you can't win a fight with someone who's bigger than you. So 31,000 Ukraine troops are now completely surrounded. 31,000 completely surrounded. That's a very important breaking news there, guys. Let me go back on X and see if we can find any more when it comes to nation against nation. Make sure you check out the videos I posted today, guys. The link will be in the description box. I mean, in the comments box. I'm not seeing much here. I'm not seeing much. When it comes to, again, these biblical war. Give me a second here. Let me go to a Kiev Post. Kiev Independent. Yeah, not much information is coming out. But for those of you that don't know, we talked about this one over at Grand Supreme News. The Bear says it tested nuclear power Borisnik cruise missile. Very powerful. Extremely powerful. Alright, so the president has been briefed. He's been alerted when it comes to that. So the Bear has tested its newly developed nuclear-powered, nuclear-armed Borisnik cruise missile. The Bear Chief of General Staff Valery said in a televised meeting with Putin on October the 26th. So what's next? Well, what's next is we cannot be sticking our nose in their business, or eventually we're going to see some of that stuff flying towards the sleeping giant. Um, we have breaking news that's coming out here. This is what is this? You have Poland. Okay, so they putting out something here. Poland's Tusk said Ukraine ready to fight 2 or 3 more years. With what money? Man, what money? I mean, they barely have any soldiers out there. Eventually, it seems like there's going to be some kind of draft. Polish PM Tusk says Kiev is braced for a long war. Who's going to be paying for that? Man, you guys are really asking for bankruptcy. It says here Tusk revealed that Zelensky told him Ukraine is prepared to keep going for another 2 or 3 years if necessary. You know what's going to happen? The bear's going to take a whole bunch of territories. That's what's going to happen. Tusk said, I have no doubt that Ukraine will survive as an independent state. The question is how many more will suffer. The Polish leader described the bear's situation as dramatic, citing tightening U.S. sanctions on its oil sector but warned against complacency. The bear are in really serious economic trouble. That's what they say, but I don't see that. I see the opposite. Does that mean we can say we're winning? Absolutely not. The bear have one major advantage. They are ready to fight. Tusk said Europe is living through the end of an era of illusions about Moscow. Now it says here on Poland's role, Tusk highlighted rising military power and economic growth with defense spending now above 5% of GDP and suggested that Polish way of thinking should become the pan-European way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's coming out from Mr. Tusk. He has faith. He has faith that Ukraine could win this. Hold on. This is going to be another breaking news. Breaking news. U.S. commander urgent warning for pregnant women. What? Oh, okay. So we got the Tylenol back in the news headlines. So the U.S. commander said that the pregnant women don't use the you-know-what unless absolutely necessary. Don't give the you-know-what to your young ones for virtually any reason. Break up the MMR shot into 3 totally separate shots, not mixed. Take a chicken shot and separately take the... Okay, I'm going to skip a lot of this stuff here. So here's the thing, guys. If your young one's sick, I mean, obviously... they need something, and again, when my young ones get sick, I buy popsicle, and then I have this washcloth, and I put some ice in it, and it's put on their foreheads and everything, shirtless, so that way it could burn, ease the fever and stuff like that. But worst case scenario, you have to get a little bit like ibuprofen and rotate the hours when it comes to Tylenol and ibuprofen. But according to Donald, it's not good to give him that. Take him to get the shots. Here's the thing. No, I'm not going to take my young ones to get the prune juice. No prune juice, all right? All right, so here's another news. The bear leader, Putin, claims that the bear's winning. They're winning, and Crane is a lie. Retired U.S. General Keane says in an NYP op-ed. The bear losses 1,000 troops a day, faces 16.5% inflation, and boost propaganda spending by 54% to hide failure. Here's the thing, guys. I just don't see that happen. 1,000 troops a day? Yeah, I'm not seeing that happen. I'm not saying that. And I agree with this person here. General Keane says that, I don't know. I just feel like those numbers are baloney. When it comes to 1 million of the bear soldiers gone, I just feel like it's all baloney. Anyway, guys, this is all the information coming out when it comes to nation against nation. and kingdom against kingdom. Thank you so much for watching. Do me a favor. Can you please pray for the people out there in Jamaica? For they are witnessing. I mean, they're going to see something pretty soon. Actually, hold on. Give me a second here. Let me take you to the National Hurricane Center really quick, all right? Let's see what's going on here. All right, so I'm just going to refresh this page and see where we at. Okay, so it moved. 140 miles per hour. Hold on. Give me a second here. So kind of... hold on. Is it moving towards eastern? Hold on. Something is wrong here. Something is wrong here. Give me a second. It seems like it's the same. Yeah, it seems like it's the same location. So it looks the same to me. Nothing has changed. So yeah, I think around 6 o'clock we get some better updates. But it seems like later today this thing is going to end up being category 5. Right now it's a category 4, 140 miles per hour. That's a storm. That's Jamaica, eastern Cuba, western, this is Haiti right here. So we need to pray for all these areas here, especially Jamaica. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please pray for the people out there in the Caribbean, those islands. We're praying for you guys. Be safe. Make sure you head to a shelter. And I will keep you updated with all these news. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.